Right guys, before we proceed with this video, if you were to look in the description right now, if you just scroll down a little bit, you'll see I've provided some chapters. Now, some of you are probably going to sit there and say, this video is a little bit too long, don't you think? Well, I understand that there's a lot of skins to show off and talk about. So basically, if you just would skip straight ahead to all the collection continuations, I have provided to you chapters that you can skip ahead to. The option's there. So with that, good day, Rust Skin Enjoyers. I hope you're alright, because it's time for the Rust Workshop skin checks. As you can see right here, it's the 13th of February, and over the past weekend, and as of Monday, we had a lovely batch of Rust Workshop skin submissions appearing, and basically we're going to go ahead and take a look at all of them with the intent to identify all of the collection continuations. Why is that? Well, let me explain. With the focus in the financial perspective, we're trying to identify all the collection continuations because with future Rust stores, if a skin from a notable collection were to be accepted, you tend to see the same skins from the same collection having a bit of a spike in demand, spike in price. So, if we could identify all the collection continuations today, we could look at those collections and consider, maybe we might want to invest into them. Why? Well, we could potentially walk away with some sweet, delicious looking profit. So yeah, we're looking at everything with a financial perspective. We're looking for potential investments, and we use the likes of scmm.app, a very useful website. We use this to help visualize whether everything's going to potentially work out all right, or maybe everything might not work out all right. It helps us come to a decision. Sounds good? Cool. So before we proceed in discussing all the new skins, you're probably wondering, Hedge, how have you managed to get all of these skins in such a neat order, very nice and presentable? What's a followed authors list? Well, if you were to look right up in the top right corner right now, you'll see a special card has appeared. If you were to click it, it'll navigate you to a video to showcase to you the various different ways in which you can build up your own followed authors list. So consider clicking that card, and it's up to you if you want to go ahead and do that. And now we'll proceed to discuss the situation in regards to TGG's most recent top picks. So of course, if you aren't fully well aware, recently we just had the Lunar New Year skins. Not sure what's going on with Valentine's, still not sure what's going on with that anyway. So during the period of time, over the past 2 weeks, we've seen a lot of Lunar New Year skins being submitted and a lot of Valentine's skins being submitted. But with all of that, there were a few, well, a reasonable 70 odd skins that were non-holiday themed that had been submitted. And as you can see here, they're all the skins that are in this recent collection. So some of the skins that we saw last week aren't in here as well. It's a bit odd. I'm not 100% sure what's fully going on here, but that seems to be the case. So the most recent top picks list is kind of small. There's only 70 skins there. So notable skin collections potentially have a very, very good chance in potentially being accepted. We've already discussed all of that. Look at my previous Rust Workshop skin checks videos, because I'm pretty optimistic we might get a very interesting Rust store next week, if it's not Valentine's. Alright, so just establish that real quickly. And don't forget, do consider watching TGG's most recent video, that being that German guy. Get a good look at all the skins that are potential candidates for the future Rust stores. And with that, shall we proceed and discuss the newest skins? Yes, over to here, we have all the new skins in place. Just get that nicely in position. So, before we get started discussing all of the deployables, please consider looking in the description. You will see a link to this collection, and if you want, we can go through all the skins together. We can hold hands if you want, or you can go through it all at your own time. It's up to you. So we've got 99 skins to talk about, and first of all, we'll be proceeding to talk about all of those deployables. So, let's get started. First up, we have a wonderful piece of art right here. Oh yes, look at this exquisite piece. A true depiction of the struggle that is the Rust player. Yes, he has been reborn. God has bestowed him the power of the rock, and he is blessed to be reborn on the island. Yes. Yeah, so pretty goofy, pretty goofy little bit of art right here for a rug. You can put it on display in your base. Very nice, very cool. A lot of people were asking me, the recent garage door situation, Hedge, isn't that copyright? No, it's been in public domain for hundreds of years. So it's Michelangelo's The Creation of Adam art depiction. I just saw something I probably shouldn't have seen there. Oh well, it's art, so don't complain, YouTube. So, very interesting piece of work there, Vase and Links. Now guys, if you like it, please consider voting yes or no, and if you really like it, you could even go to the comments and offer a nice little nice little comment right here, give them some nice support. With all the skins that we take a look at today, if you happen to like any of them, feel free to also offer a nice comment, keep them motivated, keep them wanting to put out very nice creations in the future. But if you don't happen to like a skin, you could also consider offering some nice constructive feedback. Be nice, concise and straight to the point, help them out. And, you know, maybe the skin potentially needs to get a version 2 to potentially be accepted. And the skin creator might, you know, take in your feedback, incorporate it into a new version. And, hey, maybe that potentially gets accepted. And you help them out. So the options are there and available to you. This is the first skin of the week that we've shown. Don't you just like it? Well, like I said, please consider voting yes or no. And best of luck to you two, gentlemen. So with that was the only rug this week. Let's go ahead and take a look at all of these furnaces. Right. So... first up, we have the Disco Furnace. It's nice, it's bright, it's shiny. Wow, yes. Now, it's not actually bright. If you shine some lights, it might reflect all of it and whatnot. But, yep, get a good look at that. Ever so shiny, pretty cool looking. Produced by Mr. WAGAN, Mr. Wagan. If you like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no, and let's proceed. Next up, we have the Ancient Furnace, produced by Kavahu. Get a good look at that. Very nice, interesting, carved-out design. Very cool. Nothing too in your face or crazy. A little bit down to earth, but there's nothing wrong with that. So if you like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Kavahu. Next up, we have the Happis Furnace. Get a good look at that. That looks quite nice. Lit up at night time, it's got all that nice blue light sticking out of it. It's not actual light, it's just the emission layer. Glow in the dark isn't light. Remember that, okay? So nice blue interior. We have made mention not too long ago that furnaces with a unique colour with its interior tend to sell quite nicely. So FaZe, you must have listened in on that. So if you happen to like this Happis Furnace, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. FaZe. Right, here we have the first collection continuation to discuss today. We have the Hay Furnace produced by Michael and CD. To melt the oven, you need to get dry brushwood or grass. But what if your stove is made from dried wheat? In my opinion, the most important thing is to melt it and keep it warm. Melt wheat? Melt wheat? Sure, I guess. Right, so let's go over to here and type in hay, because we have a little hay collection to remember. We have the storage and we have the sleeping bag. Now, unfortunately, they haven't really held up very well, but there's only 2 skins in this collection. Now, there was previous attempts to try and get the likes of a hay poncho and a boonie hat made. There was a rug, and now we have a furnace. Now, typically, when we see the likes of a deplorable collection slowly starting to build up, we tend to see a spike in demand, spike in price for the pre-existing deplorable skins when a brand new one is accepted. Now, with the current state of these two at the moment, I don't look at it with a lot of optimism. I don't think that furnace is going to magically cause both of those to go up in price ever so nice. However, if we consistently keep seeing more hay deplorables being made and accepted, yes, I do expect to turn around at some point. But at the current state for what it is, not looking great. However, if you actually were to go ahead and take a look at them on the Steam market, you might notice that there isn't that much quantity on the Steam market. Only 39. On average, every single Ruskin on the Steam market usually has about 100 quantity. So that's way below average. And if we were to go over to here, as you can see, we have 30 quantity here for the sleeping bag. So it could easily turn around, just a few sales and everything's better again. So there has to be a motivation, and the motivation could be new skins. So I don't personally think just the furnace is going to make a huge impact, but if, like I said, consistent new skins, things could turn around ever so nicely. So at the end of the day, if you happen to like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no, and best of luck to you two. Now, following that, we have another collection continuation to talk about. So this is the Plague Furnace. Get a good look at this. Now, you probably don't fully remember, but not too long ago, we did have the likes of the Plague Door, the garage door, to be accepted. So, if we were to go over to here, type in Plague, what was it? Must have been about 2-3 weeks ago. Plague metal door. It's just the sheet metal door. Oh, okay then. So the garage door was an attempt to continue it before. Unfortunately, that wasn't accepted. So if we were to go over to here, we should point out that this is the only Plague skin that we've had accepted. And unfortunately, it is not holding up very well. It's a fair bit awkward, but it is what it is. Now, very low quantity again, but there isn't really any demand. But what would drive up demand? More deplorables, more skins being produced for the collection. So they have attempted. They did a garage door recently. Unfortunately, didn't seem to to get anywhere, wasn't accepted. But then again, we did just have Lunar New Year and potentially Valentine's. We'll see. So maybe that does get accepted. Maybe potentially with the next Rust or the week after that. We don't know. We'll see. But they are making an attempt. They're putting an effort in to try and see if they can build it up into a collection. But personally speaking, in regards to just that furnace, I don't think it's going to cause the likes of the sheet metal door to magically go up in price. So yeah, I'm personally not going to invest into it, I guess you could say. But if we do keep seeing more and more play skins, much like how I said with the Hay collection, yes, you can expect a nice boost in demand and a nice rise in price for those skins. But for now, we have to wait a little bit longer. So, shall we proceed with the likes of sleeping bags? So what do we have here first? It is the Player Remains Backpack Sleeping Bag. So, of course, if you aren't fully well aware, we're going to get a Player Remains version of the backpack. Not sure if that's coming out next month, but this is clearly an homage to it. So all we needed was some organic flesh from people, and we've managed to make a very cool looking sleeping bag right here. Oh yes indeed. So Mr. Kosem, with the wonderful craftsmanship and lots of flesh, has made a wonderful looking sleeping bag. Don't you just want to tuck in and, get nice and warm with all that human flesh? Oh yes indeed. So in regards to that, if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. And best of luck to you, Mr. Kosem. Alright, then we have the bandage bag, produced by Sepesh. Let's get a good look at this. So, there might be a problem with this. The Red Cross, you might not be allowed to have this because it's the symbol is very similar to it. The Red Cross, you understand. That's like super copyrighted or something. You're not allowed to have it depicted on anything like commercially or you know what I mean. It's got the stitching in the middle. It might be alright, but it still might be a problem. If you're aware of that, you know what I mean. But go look it up on the internet. You're not allowed to have the Red Cross on anything. Yes, I know it. I know you weren't intending. I know that you're trying to make it completely separate. But even then, there still might potentially be a problem. And with what happened recently with the likes of the Neon Dragon Garage Door, I'm not sure if Face Punch wants to play games. Okay, so I'm just pointing out. Cool idea. Let's see what happens. Maybe it's perfectly fine. Maybe it's totally good. We shall see. So anyway, best of luck to you, Mr. Sepesh. And then we have another collection continuation to talk about. So, if you can recall, not too long ago, we did have the likes of a furnace being accepted. When was it? Was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, no, it was 2 weeks ago. No, 3 weeks ago. There we go. Yep, there it is. Gold ore furnace. Now, unfortunately, hasn't done a very good job in retaining its value. Well, I think we kind of had quite the discussion with that, based on it's not exactly super insane, it wasn't exactly super flashy. You might sit there and say, but Hedge, it's gold. No, it's gold ore. It hasn't been refined. It's not all nice and shiny. Yeah, that was just me being silly. But anyway, point still remains, it wasn't exactly super interesting. So now that we potentially have a new gold ore sleeping bag on the horizon, right? Could that potentially magically rise up in demand, rise up in price? If this were to be accepted, let's get a good look at that. Now, again, with what we just talked about, the likes of the Hay collection and the Plague collection, we just looked at those furnaces, didn't we? This is literally just the very next skin, the very next deployable. So if we keep seeing more deployables being produced, if we are, consistent with that, yes, I can see the likes of the furnace potentially have a nice rise in price at some point. But we need to see a lot more. And, this is just the very next one. If this were to be accepted, I'd be a fair bit more optimistic, for sure, yeah, 100%. But we need to keep seeing more and more and more. So, for now, it's nice, but it's not something I'm going to jump into and invest into. But with the likes of the sleeping bag, hey, would you like to sleep in gold? Well, if you would like to consider voting yes or no, and best of luck to you, Mr. Bad Trip and Hulk. But in regards to this, as an investment for the likes of the furnace, I'd rather wait it out a little bit longer. So, cool design, it's just, we need to see what's next. Cool. Right. Now we've got some small boxes to discuss. Oh, wait, no, we got a modern military sleeping bag. Whoa, I almost missed this one. So, it was very well camouflaged. Oh, yes. So, sorry about that, Robstar. Yes, Robstar's back making more deployables for his modern military collection. So, what do we have here? It's a cool looking modern military style bag. It comes with a shovel. Chat, it comes with a shovel. And a whole bunch of bullets. So, yeah, military collection. Let's go take a look at you. Come on. Right, so this is the wrong one. There's like 3 different military collections. But if you can recall, not too long ago, we did have the likes of a sheep matador being accepted. Is this the one? No! I'm so sorry. Is this the one? It is! Right, so we've had many clothing and armour pieces, many weapons and tools, but we've only had one deployable. So as you can see here, there were attempts, double doors, we've got the sleeping bag now. Mr. Robstar is putting an effort in to try and see if he can get some more being accepted, and with the, the work he's put out here, looks very nice. I'll give him credit, looks very cool. But if this were to be accepted, are we potentially going to see any of these modern military skins potentially being accepted? My answer to you is, we could, in a sense, with it being isolated with itself. If we keep seeing more military deployable skins being accepted, all of them might have a bit of like a spike in demand, spike in price. It'll kind of be like a mini collection within a collection. We've seen that happen with the likes of the Tempered collection, for example. When the deployables started rolling in, they all spiked in demand, spiked in price when new ones kept appearing. So that worked out very nicely. This is in a very similar position, an already well-established collection with loads of weapons, tools, and clothing and armour and whatnot. But only now does it start to get quite a lot of deployables, so things could work out very well. Robstar, large box, small box, those would be cool. Give us a furnace as well, that might be pretty interesting. What would a military furnace look like? We shall see. But again, if we keep seeing more deployables being accepted, we can expect a nice boost in demand and whatnot. So for now, because we're fairly limited in regards to the deployables specifically, I don't think buying out the likes of the sheep matador is a good idea at the moment. But for what this is, at the very least, you could go ahead and vote yes or no if you happen to like the modern military sleeping bag. And, well, best of luck to you, Mr. Robstar. Very nice. Very cool. Alright then, let's scroll down and take a look at all of these other boxes. Right, so we've got some small boxes to take a look at. Here is Diaz's Joyful Box. Looks like he did something a fair bit simple this week. Potentially he's cooking something a lot more interesting down the line. But for now, at the very least, if you like this design, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Diaz. Now we got the Hypnogenna box. It's hypnotic. It's whoa, whoa. You will subscribe to this channel. You will subscribe to this channel. I mean, if you want to. I'm not going to scream that out aloud. I don't really ever say it that much, but I thought it'd be funny to say. I've got to hypnotize you or something. You tip me $5. You go to my Twitch stream and buy a tier 3 set. It's the wrong way. It's the wrong way. Yes, you'll go to my Twitch streams, just look in the description with all my socials, and you'll buy a tier 3 sub. Yes, you will. It's going to be very nice for me, thank you. Right, anyway, so produced by Sir Q and Gunya. If you happen to like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. And we have another collection continuation to discuss. So, not too long ago, Mr. Kazari produced a cozy wooden door. You might remind yourself when you take a look at it right there. So, now he's gone ahead and made a small box. Yes, he has. So, over here. Sorry for yawning. When I talk too much too quickly without breathing enough, I yawn. It's a problem I've had for a very long time. Sorry. Cozy wooden door. Right, so not too long ago, Kazaru did go ahead and make a double wooden door. Didn't amount to much, unfortunately, but then again, we did have Lunar New Year in the way and whatnot. So, with the likes of that cozy wooden door, if we were to see a small box being accepted, because that spike in demand, spike in price, not really, it's a wooden door. Sorry for kind of like shouting a little bit louder there, but yeah, if you go take a look at all the wooden doors that have come out over the past few years, you might notice they're not doing very well, unfortunately. It's quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. So regardless, wooden doors just aren't very good investments, so I'd just stay clear of it. But at the very least, with what we have over here, with this small box in particular, if you happen to like the design, the theme of it, so cozy, handcrafted, it's ever so exquisite, lovely wood. Well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Kazaru, and yeah, consider voting yes or no. Right, now we can move on. Here we have some large boxes, so yes indeed, let's go ahead and take a look at all of these. And I do believe we have a nice little collection continuation to talk about at some point, but for now, let's go through all of the rest of these skins. First up, we have the Tomb of Enemies large wood box with glow-in-the-dark, produced by Alloy and Falco. As you can see here, they do provide gifts to show you what it looks like. Epilepsy, blah. Gifts to show how it looks in the glow in the dark and whatnot. Very nice, very cool. Do you like what you see? Are you a fan? You can see all of the skulls screaming out, oh no. But yes, if you like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Alloy and Falco. Right, screens, large wood box. So, this isn't attempting to be a collection continuation. It just wants to be a box. It's got so you got like all the emotes, the emojis, all on display, all around it. That's pretty cute. That's pretty neat. Mr. Duck's got a cute little idea right there. And if you approve of it, if you like it, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Duck. Okay, modern tile large wood box, produced by the one and only Mr. Spinoza. Get a good look at that. Now, I'm not sure if that's trying to say like a hidden message. Is that saying Keck? Is it a space invader? I can't tell. Anyway, so if you like what you see here, if you're a fan, and don't forget there's actually 2 versions, one that also glows in the dark, get a good look at that. So yes, if you like what you see, if you're a fan of the design, do you need more tiles in your base? Well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Spinoza. Now we have Sean Mick and Kasim Tattoos Creepy Chaos large wood boxes. So this appears to be an actual attempt at a storage collection. We've got meds. So yeah, not too long ago, I will bring this up. Sorry to toot my own horn, but I did talk about storage collections not too long ago. Here we go. And well, consider watching this. If you're a skin creator who is wanting to attempt to make your own storage collection, please consider watching this video. Storage collections and the special ingredient. Basically, you might want to go ahead and get a good proper look at the likes of the graffiti collection and the scientific collection, the storage collections I'm referencing, if I were to just quickly show you here. So if I were to just quickly show you graffiti, storage, it'll come up in a second. Yep, here we are. The recent storage collections that we've had have had a special 4th ingredient. And basically, each of these storages, whilst they stay on theme with the overall theme, graffiti, they have something extra special that makes them nice and individual amongst each other. Now, it has to be something other than a different name, a different picture, and a different colour. What's the extra special thing? Well, with the graffiti storages, if you were to take a look at every single one of them, the font, as in the actual words, are in theme with the specific theme it is. So, for example, if you look at meds over here real quickly, you'll see that it's all bandaged up, there's blood, you know, it's all, you know, you got all like the healing all on the side and whatnot. It's utilising the overall theme, but it's also being individualized based on the specific theme that this box is, if you know what I mean. Like, for example, if we were to go ahead and take a look at wood, you can see it's quite literally made out of wood. It's quite literally made out of wood, which, you know, works. And, of course, it's also in the graffiti style. So, do you understand what I mean there? So now I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this. So clearly there's a theme here and whatnot. You've got some very cool looking designs with the artwork and whatnot. I can't specifically look at this right now and tell what's going to make this completely different compared to all of the other storages. It's not looking like it's got a specific colour for this storage right here, if you know what I mean. It's not like it's green, you know, it's heavily showcasing the artwork, which at the end of the day is very good. I'm not going to complain about that. That looks nice and whatnot. But what's next? What are we about to see next? And I don't want to sound mean, Sean Mick and Kasim, but we did just have a storage collection that was called Graffiti Collection. We shall see. At the end of the day, Face Punch are the ones that decide. But I should also point this out. At the very end of the graffiti storage collection, Face Punch sent word through TGG, that German guy, and said, we don't want any more storage collections for the foreseeable future. That was at the very end of 2022. Many people have made an attempt to try and get a storage collection started, and, well, no, we didn't get any more storage collections, especially throughout all of 2023, did we? So, I don't know what's going on, but I've dedicated far too much time talking about this already. Sorry about that, but you get the idea. So for all the other people out there, all the other skin creators kind of stroking their chin thinking, I could probably do that, make sure you at least apply a special 4th ingredient that makes each and every single box individual compared to all the other ones. I don't know what they're doing next, we'll have to see, but it definitely looks like they're starting up a brand new collection. And, they've already got guns ready. Oh, okay then. So, there is a bit of a colour to it. Huh. When was that made? When was that made? It was made... November 28? I don't even remember this. Well then, interesting. Right then, well, yeah, that's guns with a bit of a pink tint and a different, like, styled metal man thing. And if we were to go over to here, the meds is similar face, but, you know, more on theme with the medical stuff. Well, it's up to you, chat. YouTube, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Feel free to comment, you know, do you like this? Do you like where it's going, potentially? It's up to you, you know, it's your opinions and whatnot. Best of luck to you too as well. I went on a bit of a ramble, but I feel like I've probably established a point. And yeah, cool. So do you know what I'll also do? That video, I'll put it in the description of this video, and yeah, you can go watch that as well. But it's helpful for the skin creators at the very least, and I guess helpful for the insight in regards to the people who are interested. And with that, let's proceed. Tomb of the Octopus Large Box, produced by Mr. Himmick. Oh, you can see how he slowly built all... Oh, interesting. So how he baked it on top, and oh, look at that. Oh, he's looking a little bit sinister. Oh, yes. So that's a nice bit of work right there, Himmick. That looks cool. Chat, YouTube, do you appreciate the design? Do you appreciate what you see here? Because that looks really nice, doesn't it? That is a cool looking skin. So, if you're a fan of it, it glows in the dark and everything, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for the Tomb of the Octopus Large Box. And best of luck to you, Mr. Himmick. Then we have a collection continuation to talk about. We've only got one image, so it is what it is. But yes, that right there is the El Diablo Large Box. And we can go ahead and talk about El Diablo. Now, very recently, we did have the likes of the AK being accepted. Do you want to take a guess how well that's doing at the moment? It's an AK47, so, you know, just take a good few seconds. All right, cool. Yeah, it's down to less than $1. Sold for $3.49, down to less than $1. Yep, that's AKs. That's AKs nowadays. So it's not specifically the skin collection that's at fault there. It was the weapon itself. It's a problem. Yep. Anyway, so, not too long ago, we did have a couple deployables being accepted for the likes of El Diablo, the wooden door and the small box. And now we've got a big, large box. Yes, indeed. So, I feel like that's got a very good chance of potentially being accepted. El Diablo, over the past, year or two, has done very well. It's got a lot of skins accepted. It's not huge, but, it's doing decently. Various weapons. Where is the weapons? Where is the clothing? Yeah, where's the clothing? Honestly, Eros, I feel like you could probably get a decent looking, primitive set out with this. You could do like an El Diablo disco mask. That would look really cool. I think you could pull that off. You're very talented. Give that a shot. Try and make some cool looking El Diablo primitive gear, and we'll see what happens next. But in regards to the large box, again, with what we referenced earlier, with the likes of the Hay collection and the Plague collection, if we were to see more deployables being accepted, the other deployables will slowly, gradually start to rise in demand and, of course, rise in price. So, yes, there have been attempts. We've seen sheepner doors. We've seen this large box. So, yeah, it's not like he's not trying. So, overall, based on what we see here, cool looking design. If you like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. But I'm not going to jump on that small box and wooden door just yet. I want to see more attempts. I want to see consistent efforts to try and see if you can get more deployables accepted for the whole thing. So yeah, please consider voting yes or no if you happen to like it or not. And best of luck to you, Mr. Eros. Alright then, so scrolling down, we now have doors. Loads of doors. Doors. So many doors. Tons of doors. Please help me. There's too many doors. Why don't we just go click all of them, and then we'll just go through all of them in one straight go, because we've got quite a decent amount of collection continuations to discuss. Right then, so do you like corn? Do you like happy corn? Do you love corn? Americans, I know you love your corn. Yes, corn and this and corn and that, corn and everything. Corn, so much corn. You can't get enough of the corn. It's almost Valentine's. Look at the corn. Kiss the corn. Kiss it on the lips. You know you love it. Americans, kiss it. Add some butter all over it. Oh yes, smother it and butter. Give it. Anyway, moving on. So in regards to what we have here, if you happen to like corn, well, you got the perfect skin right here for you. Please consider voting yes or no. I'm very sorry, Andre. I went a little bit too into it, but now the people who love the corn know where to look. Please consider voting yes or no, and we shall proceed. Right, Alien Monolith Sheepman Door, produced by Mr. Alex Valera Work. Let's get a good look at that. As you can see, it glows in the dark. Very nice, very cool. Not too crazy in terms of its design, but it's got a very straightforward design to it, and I don't think anyone would complain about it. So, interesting look. Do you like what you see? Well, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Alex Valera work, and you can see how the mesh looks like before they put it on the door. Awesome. Stained glass sheet metal door produced by Arietta and Maluiko. Let's get a good look at this. Now, this comes in two versions, with and without glow. First up, we have the one that isn't glowing. Get a good look at this. Yep. Very nice. Very cool. Very cool. Now, if we were to go ahead and take a look at the next one, as you can see, it's got a faint glow. A nice pinkish purple tint. Do you like that? Are you a fan? Well, you know what? You could go ahead and vote yes or no if you happen to like it. So yeah, pretty interesting look and design. Best of luck to you too. If you like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Right, then we have the Dreadguard sheet metal door produced by very straightforward. It's got a bone, it's got chains, and it's probably a nice ominous warning that if you walk into here, you might be able to swing on some chains and you might lose your flesh somehow. Cool. No, I'm just saying. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. You might have a bit of an awkward time probably being strapped to that. Who knows? But cool looking idea. Best of luck to you then, Mr. If you like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. And just to point out, no, it doesn't glow. There we have the Hunter in the Jungle sheet metal door produced by Say Chains and Demon. Get a good look at that. So you've got like a paw print, you've got a skull in the paw print. What I'm assuming it is it's like in the jungle when you look at the ground and you see like there's a big paw print, you know, a predator of some sort, and it just so happens that there's a skull right there as well. So interesting. I'm not sure why they have the skull in the paw print, but I didn't know they'd go through the effort in trying to bury the thing after eating it. But anyway. Yes, if you like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. This does not appear to glow in the dark, so best of luck to you too. Feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Now we can talk about collection continuations. First up, we have the Space Airlock sheet metal door. Now, if you aren't fully memorable, you might remember, or sort of not remember. Anyway, Space Airlock double door was accepted. Do you remember this? Do you remember how it sold quite a lot? Because we were like, oh wow, we hardly ever see sheet metal double doors being accepted, and then quite literally the very next week we got another one accepted, the the long double door. Anyway, so that's actually done a very decent job in retaining its value. It's the only skin in this collection, but with it being a sheet metal double door, it was always expected to do okay, like not really suffer too badly, and there's only 47 of them on the Steam market. That's actually quite impressive, to be honest. So to talk more about this, we have kind of worried that we might potentially see a lot more sheet metal double doors this year. I don't know, we shall see. I've been a bit cautious. Last year wasn't exactly super fun, so I'm looking everything from now on, being a little bit more hesitant, but in regards to that, that's doing a perfectly fine job. It quite literally had all the attention taken away from it with the new double door that just came out, but it's still doing perfectly fine. And if we do not see any more sheet metal double doors being accepted this year, all the better for that, alright? Now, if we were to see more skins in this proposed collection, well, I'm pretty sure we very likely could give the likes of that airlock door a nice boost. Now, funnily enough, it looks like they just literally took one of the doors from the double door. They just literally took one of the doors from the double door and then... Hey, work smarter, not harder. Anyway, so, at the end of the day, if that gets accepted, there you go. It does glow in the dark, as you can see. So if you're a fan of... They literally just took one of the doors. Okay, well, best of luck to you too. If you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to the Space Airlock sheet metal door. Awesome. Now, if that were to be accepted, I think the double door would get a bit of a boost, but I don't think it's going to really make that much of a difference, so we shall see. Anyway. What do we have here? Oh yes, so we just had Space Airlock, now we got Aliens First Contact sheet metal door. So not too long ago, Mr. Sad Happy got his first ever skin accepted. That was the First Contact garage door. Let's remind you, what week was it? It was the 25th. It was a very tame week, this one, wasn't it? Well, that garage door isn't doing very well at the moment, along with all the other skins in that week, because it was a fairly tame week. So, 91 quantity on the Steam market. $1.54. Orders only went up to about $1.20. It's not looking super great. But, yet again, I say it once more, with deployables, if you suddenly start seeing a lot more deployables being produced and potentially being accepted, you will see a nice rise in value with all of them. This is literally the second skin in this proposed collection. If it were to be accepted, cool, we can be optimistic for it. We could await even more. But if you were to consider, should I consider buying the garage door then? I personally wouldn't do it right now. Again, we're literally looking towards potentially just the second skin. I would probably look at it a whole lot more confidently if we're up to about 4 or 5 skins at the moment, if that makes sense. Because I would then feel like, oh yeah, surely we'll get even more now. So, at the end of the day, if you like it, by all means, vote yes or no if you happen to like it or not. And well, best of luck to you, sound happy. Let's see if you can get your second skin accepted. If not this, I'm sure you'll be able to get something else. What would be cool for the first contact design? You should do something where it's like a rug and the I want to believe poster. You know, the one with the spaceship? I want to believe first contact. Yeah, you could pull that off, a rug skin. So give it a shot. Let's see what happens. So, with that, we can now discuss this garage door over here. The sealed garage door. It glows in the dark and is produced by Mr. Verona. Let's get a good look at that. Very nice. Not too crazy in terms of its design. It's very straightforward. Nothing wrong with that, you know. Not everybody wants to have a super flashy, insane type of skin. And with that, with it being, like, specifically the way it is, fair enough. I think that looks really cool. That's a very nice looking design. Mr. Verona, this looks very nice. So, if you're a fan of this, if you appreciate the circular glow-in-the-dark, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, sir. Alright, Atomic Garage Door. It glows, it's transparent, it's produced by Holodno and Kolotinsky. Get a good look at this. Right, so it appears we have some transparency right here, if you can see that. 2 little holes that windows, I guess you could say, that you can see through. Looks very nice, looks very cool. Let's go further back. We got ourselves a lovely little video to showcase all of this. Let's make sure it's 1080p, and away with you. Let's go. I'm going to take a quick drink while you should just quickly watch this. Very nice. So it has what appears to be a little bit of transparency at the bottom as well. But as you can see there's light peering through there. So yes, transparency, very noticeable. Very interesting. If you're a fan of that, well, as we hop out of here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no, and we shall see if this potentially is going to be accepted in the near future. So, vote yes or no. Best of luck to you too. That right there, a very cool looking garage door. Very nice, very cool. Next up, we have armoured doors. This is the Sealed Agony armoured door. Let's get a quick look at this. Yes, so this is produced by Kurama Project. Get a good look at that. Very nice. Looks very worn out. Oh, it looks like it's been through quite a bit of, and it glows dark. Nighttime, please. Gimme, give, show me nighttime. Nighttime. There we go. Awesome. Cool. It's all ritualistic. Interesting. Well, do you like what you see there? Are you interested? Are you a fan? Well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. And best of luck to you, Kurama Project. Okay. So, what do we have over here? The TCXWC door. So, what is that reference? TCWC... I don't know. It seems to be some sort of toilet. I guess. It's a bit worn out. I guess people have been kicking the door. They always do. It's so naughty. If we look over to here, we've got the glow-in-the-dark version. So, I believe it's got like a little bit of a light with the pool. And the top bit as well. Alright, that's interesting. That's cool. Interesting. So, if you're a fan of this, if you want to have the front door be a toilet door for your base, well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. House and 9CR. Oh, we've got GIFs. GIFs always are perfect to showcase something, so let's make sure we see all of the GIFs. You got the glow in the dark, you got the up close look. Feel free to go look at this in your own time. Remember, the link to the whole collection is in the description. Very nice, very cool. Alright, let's move on. So, what do we have here? It's the nacho cheese! No, it's the Infernal armored door. We really do need to get some Doritos with this Aquarian chat clue, and honestly, just sneak one in with as a Easter egg. It's oozing with dairy goodness. Anyway, so no, that's liquid metal. If you were to eat that, it might not work out very well for you. Your stomach might not appreciate that. Might need to drink a lot of milk. But anyway, so yes, we got ourselves the Infernal armored door with some transparency, as you can see right there. Yes, this does glow in the dark, and it is a continuation. So if you don't fully remember, in the summer of 2023, we had a notable sheepman door being accepted. So if I were to go to here, you'll see it for yourself. It unfortunately was one of the cursed $2.50 sheepman doors. What do you mean? So there was a period of time, all right, during the summer, where we saw a series of $2.50 or $2.49 sheepman doors being accepted in the Rust stores, but every single one of them suffered badly. We saw the likes of the Sunken door, the Infernal door, the Capybara door, the Adobe Decorator door, the Model Military door, the UAP Pilot door, the Punk Check door. Every single one of them is down by at least 50%. That is not looking pretty. But, if we were to take a look at the likes of this, you can see that we could potentially see the likes of the armored door being accepted. So right now, this isn't doing very well. 80 cents, 61 quantity. If we were to keep seeing a whole lot more deployables being produced and potentially accepted, this Infernal door, the sheepman door, could potentially down the line, improve with its value, have a nice boost in demand. Everything could work out very well for it. Well, I should point this out. This isn't like the first attempt for a sequel or a continuation. We've seen attempts with the likes of a large box, a garage door. Now we're on the armored door. Hey, they're trying. We shall see. If you're a fan of what you see here, if you're a fan of what you saw there with the armored door, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Personally, I'm not going to jump in and buy the sheepman door just yet. I'd like to see a lot more skins being made and produced. They've done a good job producing some things, they just haven't had them accepted. It's not their fault, it's, face punch decides. So, we shall see. Would you like to see some nacho cheese oozing out of a transparent hole with the armored door? Well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you too, sorry about the cheese joke. It does look like it though. I do want my tortillas to come with it. Right, anyway. What do we have over to here? We have the likes of the cooling system double door produced by Mr. Voodoo. Yes, it's another sheepman double door. So, yeah, I have been seeing the trend quite recently. We've been seeing a lot more of these being produced. Clearly, they're listening in when we keep talking about how they're very good investments at the moment. But if we keep seeing more and more and more and more and more and more, we are going to start to worry. Well, with this double door right here, it does have transparency right here. Voodoo, you're allowed to have a non-transparent and a transparent version during the same week. You know that, because you're allowed to have an alternate of a skin. There'd still be the same skin, but the alternate one would have transparency. So, for improved chances, mate, take that opportunity. You're allowed to do that. Make sure you do 2 versions, alright? So, it's up to you. But, yeah, for what it is, chat, YouTube, do you like what you see here? Glow in the dark, transparent, sheepman double door. If you're a fan of that, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. And that is the last deployable to talk about this week. Yes, so, gentlemen, on the YouTube side, if I were to sit here and ask you, which of these skins was your favourite? Which of these skins do you reckon potentially might have the best chance of being accepted in a future Rust store? Well, do you feel like commenting below and pointing it out? So you go ahead and do that. I'm going to take a real quick break, and then we'll just start discussing the likes of the weapons and the tools. Whew, well, that was a bit long there. I spent too much time talking about the large box storage collections. Oh dear. It set me off, but I put an effort in to try and make sure everybody is aware of how they should try and steer that and kind of get a good idea on how they should approach it. I remember last year we saw like 10 different people at the same time trying to make a storage collection. That was awkward, and of course, it was wasted effort because, well, none of them got accepted. Awkward, I know. Right, so, shall we jump in and start discussing the weapons and the tools? What's this we have right here to begin? It's a pet rock. It's a pet rock. Chat, how could you go wrong? YouTube, how could you go wrong with pet rock? Pet rock will be with you forever. Pet rock will be with you all the way. Pet rock will, be at your side wherever you go. Give them a pat on the head. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Pet rock is what you need in your life. Pet rock is what you need. You need to have your friend with you at all times. Don't throw him away. Don't throw him away. You need pet rock. You need him. You want him. You love him. He is your friend. Right, so this is produced by Mr. Frog. If you happen to like Mr. Pet Rock, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. I know last year we had the likes of the frog, the capybara, the hamster, the pug dog, the crab. Well, now we can just literally have just a pet rock. It really should have like some chia grass for hair or something. That would like really, really make it work. But anyway, cool idea. If you like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Feel free to vote yes or no for the Mr. Pet Rock. Right, so what else do we have? We've got some satchel charge, got ourselves a hammer, got some bows, and a continuation with the bows. Alright, cool. So, s'mores. This is more of an American thing, where they like to kind of, what is it, graham crackers, chocolate, and marshmallows, and they put them together, and they put them on a stick, and they melt it, and apparently it's really, really nice, and diabetes is very prevalent in America, yes. Sorry. Anyway, cool. So, s'mores satchel charge. Would you like to blow up bases with lovely chocolatey deliciousness? Gooey, sugary marshmallows? Oh, yes, we got your perfect answer right here. The s'mores satchel charge. So, best of luck to you, Papacar Universe Kid. If you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Please refrain from trying to bite it. It might explode if you do so. Right. Moving on, we have the robot hammer. What we have here is a robot hammer. It's a robot. It's a hammer. Need I say more? Produced by Ice Mile. Get a good look at that. So this is a bit odd. Why is it red eyes on one side, green eyes on one side, and then it's red? Oh, it's 50-50. Oh, front and back. I see now. I was confused. Right, so it does glow in the dark, as you can see right there. If you happen to like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Otherwise, he'll get very mad at you. Look at him. Don't disappoint him. He's very upset. Best of luck to you, Mr. Ice Mile. Let's proceed. Alright, ultra durable bow, produced by Mr. K. Vladimir, and hello, get a good look at this. It's gold, it's black, it looks pretty cool. Get a good look at that. Very nice sequence style design. Very nice, yes. Do you like what you see? Are you a fan? Well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you two. Best of luck to you two. Please consider voting yes or no. Right, then we have the Sport Car Hunting Bow, produced by 1RJ and 34633. Get a good look at that. Yes. Very nice. Its number is... Wait, it could be a 6. You never know. Anyway, so, get a good look at that. Very nice. Very cool. Are you a fan? Well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you two. Now we have a collection continuation to talk about. Not too long ago, the Abyss collection did start dabbling into the likes of weapons and tools, with the likes of the AK being accepted, and that AK is actually doing very nicely at the moment, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Abyss collection. We got the likes of all of those deployables being accepted, and then we got the clothing and the armour, and then we started to dabble into the likes of the weapons. Now, unfortunately, some of the armour is starting to go down in price. A lot of skins at the moment are going down in price, but like I said, in terms of the AK, doing a very good job. We don't really see many AKs stay in the positive, but this one is, and, well, very weirdly, very low quantity on the Steam market. And this weren't cheap. This was a $3 AK. You know, most AKs in that position are probably, usually doomed. We just looked at the Diablo AK not too long ago. That was down to 98 cents. Not this. This has stayed strong. This has stayed in demand, and it clearly is doing a very good job. Very nice. So, anyway, in regards to all of these skins, if you were to see the likes of bow skin, wow, get a good look at this. Yep, very nice, very cool, and I do believe it potentially glows in the dark. There's no mention of it, there's no showcasing of it. Does the purple part glow in the dark? I don't know. They didn't say it. Little Ranger, Graham Cohen, you should have said. Anyway. With the state of these skins, they're holding up all right. They're doing good. They're holding strong. Now, in regards to the chances of the likes of the bow skin glowing in the dark, I don't think so. The deployables glowed in the dark, that's true, but not the clothing and the armour, and not the AK. So I don't think the bow skin glows in the dark. Hence why no mention of glow. Awesome. I do think things could work out very nicely if we're just starting to get in a series of weapons and whatnot. We shall see. So in regards to that, if you like what you see here, please consider voting yes or no. In regards to the Abyss collection, well, you probably could wait a little bit longer, because as expected, all skins are expected to go down a fair bit around Easter time. That's basically during the midst of the likes of the CS Major that's taken place in about a month's time. Yep, Copenhagen 2024. So if you're kind of pondering, maybe we could potentially get like a nice investment down, I'd suggest waiting a little bit longer, because over time this has started to go down in price a fair bit, but like I said, all skins have, but this has held up stronger. It appears to be more in demand, so all the better for that. But you got to strategize when you might want to jump in and attack, and with more weapon skins being made and potentially accepted, all the better for it. So cool. Vote yes or no if you like it or not. Best of luck to you two. And then we have Blackstone. Right, I'm getting really confused with this now. We have Blackstone, we have polished obsidian. And you two, you keep changing your mind. So, what the hell is Hedge on about? So, if you aren't fully well-informed, at the very beginning of the year, Blackstone AK47 was accepted. These two, Mr. Jimmy Tedeschi and Noel Futz, they've been working with each other, getting this collection, made and produced and whatnot. So after the Blackstone, they made the Blackstone AK47, they made the Crossbow, they made the Custom SMG, and then they made the Rock. And they're all called Blackstone. But Face Punch, in their infinite wisdom, looked at this and said, oh, okay, then let's call this, let's accept it, let's call it Polished Obsidian. I don't know why they did that, but they did that. Now, this SAR came out before that was accepted, so this was submitted, called Blackstone as well. But when this was accepted and called Polished Obsidian, they started calling their skins Polished Obsidian. So they were kind of splitting up their collection. It was getting weird. And now they've gone back to Blackstone. I don't know anymore. and to really kind of muddle things up, after this was accepted, literally the very next week, this was accepted, and it was called the Blackstone SAR. So Facepunch called this Polished Obsidian, kind of messed things up a fair bit, and now it's a little bit of an awkward mess, and I can prove that to you right now. So January 25, we have the Polished Obsidian Rock, produced by the same guys, and then the very next week, the Blackstone SAR is right there. Now, I do believe half the reason why it potentially caused that problem is because they switched around. So you normally have, when you have multiple skin creators, there's usually one main one that, and whilst they all contribute to the skin, the one main one will have it in their workshop and whatnot. And SCMM usually references the main one here, so I get the feeling Face Punch probably looks at it in the same way, didn't realise that was still part of the same collection as Blackstone. Yeah, awkward things happened. Anyway, let's talk specifically about the collection, the Blackstone collection. So on the horizon, well, technically speaking, what I should say is there's been many skins submitted, but only a few have been accepted. Now, if you were actually to go ahead and take a look at the likes of the Blackstone portion of the collection, which only consists of a SAR and an AK, yeah, they're not doing very well. Awkward. And, by default, if we only have a weapon/tool collection, what tends to happen from there? Well, unfortunately, weapon-only collections tend to suffer really badly. So if you were to sit here and say, Hedge, should I invest into Blackstone collection? My answer to you is, I personally wouldn't. And that's the answer. So yes, we did last year have some notable collections such as Redemption and Chameleon. They held up very nicely. People optimistic that they were going to be very nice investments. Unfortunately, didn't work out that way. Post-Christmas this past month wasn't exactly very good, and unfortunately now both of those collections have kind of dipped a fair bit, much like most skins in general, but it really did suffer, those skins. So anyway, with the likes of what we have here, I personally am not going to jump onto that. So best of luck to the two people making the skin. Feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Let's now proceed. Let's talk about the rest of the weapons and tool skins. We've got a lot to show off. So much. Right. Here we have the gold squammer sap. Yeah, good look at that. Very nice. A nice sequential golden design. Looking pretty cool. Do we have a nice aim down the sight image? Yes, we do. And it is a standard black aim sight. Nothing wrong with that. Perfectly fine. If you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Upor. And immediately, we have another collection continuation to talk about. It is the Comics SEP, the semi-automatic pistol, produced by Mr. Legacy. Aim down the sight, what do you see? It is a black aim sight, perfect. And you've got a little face right there, cute. So this is pretty much all pure white, and well, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to appreciate it ever so nicely when they roam around in the snow with the likes of their whiteout collection. So, Comics collection, let's go take a look at you. So if you aren't fully well aware, a lot of people like to mix and match comics weapons with the likes of the Whiteout collection because Whiteout doesn't have any weapons. There have been attempts, but there's no weapons. So when you look at all of these, you might notice that the SAR selling for $13, the AK selling for $8.50, bows selling for $3, jackhammers $5+. Yeah. Clearly, people like to run around with the pure white weapons because it's very, 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 very beneficial in the snowy Arctic areas. Well, this potentially could be the first of many more to come. And I wouldn't be surprised if at some point down the line, we potentially might end up seeing the likes of Comics Tier 2 and Tier 3 attempts happening again. Now, Legacy tries this every year and unfortunately hasn't been successful. And with the recent Thundergold stuff, awkward. Anyway, so in regards to the set, would the likes of that cause all the other skins to spike in price? No, I don't expect that to happen. Individually, by itself, that would be a very nice investment for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if that potentially is going to be accepted. I know a lot of people will like that a lot, I know. But I just don't expect to see all the other skins that are already existing to really go anywhere. Individually, they're all sought after, as I said, because people want to use them, based in the snowy environments and whatnot, but it's not like that's going to make that much of a difference. I mean, you might get some anticipation purchases for potential other skins. Like I said, maybe we might see the likes of more attempts for Tier 2 and Tier 3 on the horizon. But anyway, in regards to that, just by itself, I personally am not going to jump in and buy a bunch of the comics weapons, because they're already too expensive. So, yeah, cool. But optimism for that, pretty strong. We shall see what happens next. So, yeah, let's move on. With the likes of this Python sunflower, let's get a good look at that. Oh, yes, very nice, very cute. Got all the sunflowers, all the nice and green leaves in the behind. Yep. Very cute, very cute. Aim down the sight. Within reason, we got just a standard dark green aim sight. So yep, if you like what you see here, produced by Sunart, you can see how they slowly built up the design. Very nice, very nice, very nice and cute. Oh yes. And there we are, perfecto. So, if you like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Let's move on. And immediately we have another collection continuation to talk about. So, things are a bit odd, alright? Things are a bit odd. So I have to point this out once again. So we had quite a lot of Thundergold skins being submitted very recently, but it just so happened to be the same few weeks where we had the likes of Lunar New Year and Valentine's, and it got a bit odd. Anyway, so Morphos and Micro have been producing a lot of Thundergold very recently, and if you were to go ahead and take a look at this most recent TGG's top picks list, you might notice that some of the skins that were submitted like 2-3 weeks ago are in the most recent list. So it's a bit odd. It is what it is. But in the same batch of skins that you see here, you'll also see the likes of the Thundergold AR right there as well. Interesting. So I guess TGG probably compiled all of the skins that were non-holiday themed, put them in their own separate list. It's a smaller list compared to normal, but Thundergold, pretty optimistic for it this week, because yeah, what is that competing with? Not much. So that hoodie and pants right there, but what's happening this Thursday? We haven't got Valentine skins yet. I don't know what's going on. Could it come out tomorrow? That'd be odd, wouldn't it? It would be really odd. But hey, maybe you might get Valentine skins tomorrow, and they'll persist with the next roster. Fair enough, that would be fine, I guess. I wouldn't have a problem with that. I'm sure you won't either. So, cool. Yeah, what else is there to say? Right then, so with the likes of this custom SMG, get a good look at that. Very nice, very cool. Now, if we were to see some more of the Thundergold collection, I think it would keep people in check. I think it would keep people, on the edge, at the ready for even more. Lots of people are more eager for likes of the hoodie and the pants for obvious reasons. It's the final core piece, but for weapons and whatnot, that would be interesting. A nice, cool looking sheen. The iridescent whites. Oh yes, good look at that. Look at how lovely it looks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would have a nice positive impact on the pre-16 skins. But again, I get the feeling it's more people hoping for the likes of the hoodie and pants. But anyway, the weapons do look cool. We already discussed the likes of the AK47 last week, and that looked nice and shiny as well. So, optimism is strong. Best of luck to you two. Please consider voting yes or no. And yes, if you were to look at the likes of the Thundergold collection, you need to start considering what you're going to do, because there's potentially a lot on the horizon. We just don't fully know what to expect next. So, positive things have been said. It's up to you what you do next, alright? Some of these skins are going down because less informed people don't really know what's going on, but just a little bit longer, hopefully we get some very cool, interesting results for this set. So let's move on. High voltage MP5. This is produced by Hessiam. Let's get a good look at this. Very nice, very cool. Where's the batteries go? Uh-oh. Now, Hessiam, you're supposed to aim down the sight. It's very... I can't tell what the colour of the aim sight is. You're supposed to do that. Now, you might sit there and say, Hedge, you could just do the 3D stuff. I wouldn't really like that. You really should provide the likes of a 3D model. So, an aim down the sight image. Yeah, whatever. Cool. So, yeah, if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Hessiam. Next up, we have the MP5 Enforcer, produced by Novarom and Lifter. Let's get a good look at this. Oh, accidentally clicked that. Very nice. Do we have an aim down the sight image anywhere? Oh, yes, we do. And what does it look like? Useful red aim sight. Perfecto. Right. So, yeah, you've always got to make sure you showcase the aim down the sight image. Loads of people always want to see it. So cool looking design, very nice. Are you a fan of it, chat? Do you like what you see? Well, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you too. Then we have the Thompson Tinsmith. This is produced by Mr. Henon or Xenon. Again, still don't know how to pronounce your name. Very sorry about that. Please tell me so I can make sure I say it correctly. I don't mean to upset any people. But yes, get a good look at that. Very nice. Very interesting. Now, what's going on here? Why is it so bright? Oh, that was intended. It was awkward because it was the same colour as the ground and I was looking for it. Yeah, useful red little aim sight right there. So cool looking design. Are you a fan of it? Well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. You've got a little GIF here showcasing everything. Very nice. Yes, indeed. Cool. So, yep, it's up to you what you do. Best of luck to you two. You, sir. Sorry. Right, Pixel Lightning Thompson. So MDE, you might know him for the Whiteout and the Blackout collection. Every now and then he just thinks up a new interesting idea and he just goes ahead and makes the skin for it. So White Pixel, last week we had Whiteout Thompson. This week we have Pixel Lightning Thompson. So who knows what potentially might happen, but I will give it to him. It does look pretty cool. If you're a fan of that, well, please go ahead and vote yes or no, and we shall see what happens next. Yes. Sorry, I just got a message. Yes, cool. Alright then, so it always happens at the worst of times. Shotguns. Right, Shot Shell Pump Shotgun. This is produced by Anubis Dunk. Very nice, very cool. Yep, get a good look at that. Yep, awesome. So, we don't really get that many pump shotguns, do we? Now, this version is pixelated. If you give it a good proper look, you might notice all the pixelation. But yeah, do you notice that? Like a good old PlayStation 1 style skin right there. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, if you like it, you'd respect it. So, well, what do you think? Do you like it? Please consider voting yes or no. And heavily inspired by indie game Buckshot Roulette by Mike Kublinica. This version is without pixelation and posterization effect. Cool, cool. Right then, so with that, if you happen to like it, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no, and we will proceed. Alright, Bane Shotgun. We've got a cool looking GIF right here. Produced by Delarai, as you can see. That stands out quite nicely in the lighting, but this does not glow in the dark. Do not be fooled by that. It does not glow in the dark. It was just reflecting light. Very nice, very cool. Aimed in the sight, and what you see, standard aim sight. Very cool. So, if you happen to be a fan of that, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Delarai. Then we have Cactus Double Barrel Shotgun, produced by Kalian and Yenlar. Get a good look at this. Very nice. Got a nice little rigid type of design. Don't touch the prickly bits, it hurts. So yes. Get a good look at that. Very nice. Do you like it? Well, please consider voting yes or no. Potentially, this could be the first double-barrel shotgun skin to be accepted in 2024. I think we've... Yeah, it would be, yeah. So, best of luck to you two. Let's see what happens next. And next up, we have the Secret Lab double-barrel shotgun, which does not glow, produced by Mr. Fresh. Get a good look at this. So, he's appearing to potentially be producing a full set of something. Who knows what the next weapon is, but it's expected to continue this set. So he's got an idea. He'll be producing more things. We shall see what it looks like in the end. So this is the Secret Lair double barrel shotgun with more to come. If you like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Fresh. And what do we have here? Why, it's a collection continuation. It's a chameleon skin. So I can just show you a nice little video real quickly. Get a good look at that. Very nice, very nice. I'm going to have a quick drink. Get a good look at the iridescent greens and purples, the sheen, the holographic design. Very nice. Mr. Milho Frito at it again. Very cool, very cool. Alright, cool. So, in regards to this, we now need to go ahead and take a look at the Chameleon collection. Get a good look at this. Nice. Right, so... I did make mention of this earlier. Last year, in 2023, the Chameleon collection was holding up very nicely. It was doing very, very good. There was a lot of hype behind it. During the potential best time to sell our skins, post-Christmas 2024, things didn't go exactly super great. It was very unfortunate for what happened, and now Chameleon collection is starting to dip in price. However, most skins in general, right now, are all starting to dip in price. We're going through the likes of Easter time. Less people playing the game. We've got the likes of other big, interesting games out at the moment. We just had Power World. And, you know, we just had the likes of a very big fat update in Counter-Strike 2 and whatnot. So we tend to see a bit of a dip around this point, usually every single year, but it all picks up around summertime. So could these all potentially improve? Well, I wouldn't be surprised. And if we keep seeing more weapon skins being produced, is everything going to work out right in the end? It's all the better for it. But, yeah, it's not exactly doing super great. But if you were to go ahead and take a look at some of these skins in terms of their listings and whatnot, for example, the Chameleon set, some of them, like, aren't exactly doomed. I mean, 47 quantity isn't that much, and how far off is it from, like, $2? Okay, these two, like, bigger, fatter quantities there, not doing any favours, but it could turn around. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. Personally, right, I wouldn't jump in and buy into these. Not currently. Wait until around April time, then start making that decision. With the likes of the double barrel shotgun, would it have a nice positive spike and spike and price moment with likes of these skins? I don't think so. Alright? So, yeah, I'm not currently going to jump in and buy a bunch of those, but I am looking at the set, and I'm waiting for the much more better opportune time, which will probably be in about 4 to 5 weeks. Cool. Right, so, next up we have a whole bunch of SARs. And a whole bunch of collection continuations. In fact, why don't I just go through all the remainder of the likes of the weapon skins? And yeah, cool. Alright, so first up we have the Beast of the Beast. What is the Beast of the Beast? Could you elaborate? What's Beast of Beast? A beast, but inside a beast? Or beast with a beast? Or beast to beastie? Beast squared? Beast 2? Beast who? Lysate and Cobra. What's the naming convention here? I don't understand. I don't get it. Anyway, you got a cool looking design. Graffiti style, I guess you could say. Yeah, look at that. Got a lovely bit of teeth right there. So, I'm not sure if they've accidentally kind of messed up the name or it is supposed to be called this. But for what we have here, cool looking design, pretty interesting usage of the colours. So if you're a fan of that, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. And best of luck to you two. Odyssey SAR. Let's get a good look at this. So, we've got a nice warm temperature, cool looking hot Odyssey SAR right here, produced by Mr. Shino. Get a good look at that. Very cool, very nice. Yes, there it is. So it's got a useful red aim sight, as you just saw. Yep. So, what do you think? Are you a fan? Do you like it? Well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. And, yeah, best of luck to you then, Mr. Shino. Now we have collection continuations to talk about. First up, we have the low poly semi-automatic rifle. Let's go ahead and talk about low poly set. So you might sit there and say, oh, okay, cool. Should I potentially want to go ahead and invest into this collection? First of all, it's annoying because you have to have low space poly. And some of the skins are low poly without the space, so it doesn't make sense half the time. Good job. Anyway, every single skin here is in the negative. People do not care for this collection. I'm just going to straight up say no. I am not looking at the likes of the low poly collection looking for a potential investment because I don't think it's going to spike in demand, spike in price. No. So that was very straightforward, sorry to say, but yep, that's the only image that we have to showcase this. So if you happen to like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Mad Poly. Next up, we have the Hardsuit SAR. Get a good look at this. It's nice, shiny, metallic. Very cool. The Hardsuit collection effectively finished up very recently. We did see the likes of, what was it, Tier 2? Yeah, Tier 2 was recently. Was it Tier 2 or Tier 3? I can't remember. It was Tier 2. Tier 2 came in, and Hardsuit finally was accepted, completed after about, 5-6 months of waiting. Then we even saw the likes of a jacket skin being accepted, which worked out very nicely for it. Anyway, I don't think we've had any weapons for this set yet, even though there's definitely been attempts. So, L96, SAP, then we've got the Yoka, the bow. Well, SAR version 2 is here, so clearly that implies there was a SAR beforehand. So let's go ahead and take a look at the collection, Hardsuit. Let's go see for ourselves. And, well, yeah, not looking super great. Would one brand new weapon cause all of these spike command, spike price? No. Don't think so. I don't think that'll be happening. So, yeah, it's in a bit of an awkward spot. But at the end of the day, if you like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Shedman. Right, bad news, SAR. Okay, so very recently, PYH got his AK47 being accepted, but it's not holding up very well. So if I were to go to here, is it here or is it the week before? It might be the week before. It is looking like it's the week before. So we're going to go to the week before, and it's this batch of skins, where unfortunately this is negative 58% based on the price it's sold for. It is below $1. It is not holding up very well. But Hedge, what about if we get the SAR skin being accepted? We already discussed this earlier. Most skin collections that only consist of weapons and tools tend to suffer very badly. So I don't think this is going to have that much of an impact. But at the end of the day, if you like the design of what this was, what you likes of the AK, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. PYH. Okay, Dead Inside M39. Get a good look at this. You got a gift right there. Get a good look at it. Yes, very nice, very cool, very, very warm. So, do you like what you see? Are you a fan? Do we have a nice aim down the sight? Actually, I don't think it matters with M39s. I don't think you can change it. Alright, cool. So, with the Dead Inside M39, if you're a fan, please consider voting yes, no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Fuff. Next up, we have the Natural Order AR, the AK47. Yep, it's all starting to rust. Is that a bit of moss? It looks like a bit of both. How long have you left it outside for, Confusion? You're supposed to take better care of your weapons. Anyway. Do you like what you see? Are you a fan? Do you like the lichen? The moss growing all over it? Do you like the, well, not perfectly normal brown aim sight and whatnot? If you're a fan, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Confusion. Next up, we have the Bronze Mastery AK47. Get a look at this, produced by Mr. Delaroy. Very nice. Shiny. Good looking bronze coloration. Oh, yes, indeed. Do you like what you have here? Useful brown, light brown aim sight, I guess you could say. Shiny. Probably not in the desert. But at the end of the day, if you're a fan of that, if you need more bronze in your life, well, please consider voting yes or no for likes of Debski's Bronze Mastery AK47. Okay, next up we have Mnemonic Man's Welder AR version 2 with some transparency. Now, I'm not sure where the transparency is. Might be the holes here, might be the holes in the handle there. Not sure. We'll see, you know. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Got a decent looking AK right here. Very cool looking bump mat work right there and whatnot. Maybe not everybody will appreciate it, but once you notice it, it looks really cool. So quite a lot of effort was put into the likes of that. And you got a little skull face right there. So if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. McMahon. AK-47 Skullhead version 2. This is produced by Drag Vlad. Yep, get a good look at that. Always with the graffiti styles. Unfortunately, you haven't had acceptance yet, bud, have you? So maybe you need to change it up a bit. Maybe no more graffiti. It needs to be more anime. No, I'm joking. If you like what you do, keep it up. But maybe no more AKs. Maybe try something different. Maybe do deployables. Clothing and armour. We shall see. I don't know. Lots of people ask me saying, Hedge, what can I do to improve myself? I don't know. Just keep trying something different. It's awkward, sorry to say. But yeah, if you like what you see here, people, are you a fan? Aim down the sight, standard aim sight right there. Please consider voting yes or no for Dragvlad's Skullhead AK-47. Alright, Oil Spill AK-47. This is produced by Mr. Sadist. Got a pretty cool looking design here. So you know when oil's in the water and it goes all like diluted and like changes on weirdly and whatnot. Well, I feel like that replicates that perfectly. That looks nice. That looks cool. That's awesome. Do you know what? Sadist. Try that for some clothing and armour. That looks trippy. Yeah, try that for some clothing and armour. That might be pretty cool. Isn't that like what all the hippies would wear? You know, all diluted weird colours. Do that for a t-shirt. That would be pretty sweet. Anyway, Oil Spill AK-47. If you like what you saw there, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Sadist. Right, Souls of the Dead AK-47, produced by Rotten Man. And I do believe this is like a mini continuation of a set he's been trying to build up. Well, over to here. Get a good look at that. The skulls are bursting out the metal. So what's keeping it all together? How do the mechanisms work where bullets are shot out of this? I'm confused. And don't say magic. Useful red aim sight right there. Anyway, if you want to roam around the likes of this with skulls in your very AK-47, well, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Rotten Man. Antique AR, produced by Mr. Zinc. Get a good look at this wonderful, lovely bit of bump maps. Oh yes, exquisite, very polished wood, useful red aim sight, golden trim, and oh yes, look at the decals, ever so nice, ever so brilliant, oh wonderful. So yes, if you happen to like the antiques, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Zink, and yeah, if you like it, vote yes or no. Then we have a collection continuation to talk about. Here is the Inflatable AK47, produced by Mr. Svonsper and Jessin. Literally just, what was it, about a week or so ago. We have the inflatable tools. Quick look here. As you can see, we've got the likes of the standard aim sight. And yes, you've got a little hole, little plug there which you have to unplug and blow air into, so that's cute, that's cool. Cute little design here. Right, so it was literally last week we had those tools. How are they currently holding up? Oh dear, down 21% and down 8%. So, in regards to those tools right there, we already knew that hatchets and pickaxes aren't exactly super in demand, so they're already down. If we were to see, an AK-47 being accepted, well, we would have a collection that only consists of weapons and tools. I don't think these are going to magically rise up in price with this appearing, so I'll be brutally honest with you. No, I don't think I'll be investing into the tools. So it's awkward, but it is what it is. Probably not too hard to understand. But if you happen to like what you see here, if you want to have a nice little blow-up AK-47, if you jump in the water, it'll keep you afloat. Yeah! Well, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you too. And with that, that was the last of the weapons and the tools, so feel free to comment below right now. Out of all of these weapons and tools, which one was your favourite? Which one of these skins do you reckon has the best potential chance in potentially being accepted in a future Rust store? I'm going to take a real quick break, and then I will proceed to talk about the likes of all the clothing and armour, and we do have some interesting discussions for the likes of collection continuations. Okay. Oh, mate, I've been talking non-stop. Hour and 15 minutes. I think I could wrap this up in 15 minutes. It'll be an hour and a half. That seems to be a fairly standard time with these videos now, so yeah, I'll be right. Okay. Breathe and continue. Right then, people, shall we proceed to talk about the likes of the clothing and the armour pieces? Let's go. So, we've got some primitive skins to start off with. What do we have right here? We have the Venomonster Skull Mask. It's got a yellow design here, a little bit of yellow there. This is produced by Mr. Vleck. Well, if we were to look over to here, we also have a red version. So, not like exactly the best thing to look at. It's a bit awkward, can't really see the front of it that much, but yeah, it gives off like a very interesting looking, like scary design for a face. You've got the sharp teeth, and then you got the poncho here. Again, it would be nice if you kind of isolated it and actually showed it in game, but with what we have there, that's what we have. So if you happen to like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Vleck. Okay, we got the red camouflage hide poncho. Where exactly is the red stuff in the maps to camouflage with, Mr. Hashaki? Where? We don't have a red environment, Mr. Hashaki. This is awkward, Mr. Hashaki. I don't know where you're going to hide next to. Anyway, well, if you like what you see, if you want a bit of colour red and camouflage with red, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know. Dome, I guess. Is that enough? Maybe? Probably? Whatever. Right, so best of luck to you, sir. Best of luck. Okay, cool. Moving on. So, we have the likes of some hoodie and pants to go through now. Quite a lot, to be precise. And we do have a collection continuation. An interesting one. Oh, yes, indeed. So, what happened there? Something went wrong. Why is something going wrong? What? No, maintenance can't happen now. It's early. It's too early. No. Okay, we'll have to find out in a second. Right. Turtle hoodie and pants, produced by L4FER. Turtle power. If you get some ninja weapons, like the Ninja AR, does that mean you can call yourself a Ninja Turtle? Oh, the possibilities, the possibilities. Anyway, we only have these two images, unfortunately. This was a later submission, so maybe there will be more at some point later down the line. But yeah, I can't show anything else. So if you like what you see here, if you like the idea, well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. L4FER. Alright, Wastelander hoodie. So this is produced by Wildcat and Kusel. Get a good look at this. Pretty cool looking design. Yep. Much more like the bandits in the wastelands. Is this how we should be dressed up like, instead of Rainbow Pony and Forest Raiders? No hiding, No silliness, just madmen with cool weapons and shooty bang bang and whatnot. So, cool. Interesting. Do you like it? Are you a fan? Well, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Wildcat and Kusel. So, yep, if you're a fan, please consider voting yes or no. Next up, we have the Dummy Training Hoodie and Pants, produced by SMN. Get a good look at this. So, yeah. Did you ever feel like you're just made out of straw? You know, keep getting beaten up all the time? Well, have we got the clothing for you? Now, technically speaking, you could probably sit there and say, oh, wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good camouflage. Well, the red spot probably isn't helping you out, but you know, if someone was looking at you from the back, that's pretty good camouflage for the desert environment and whatnot. But it's the front. Yeah, it's the front. Then again, Desert Raiders isn't cheap right now, so maybe that would be a perfectly fine thing to consider. But there are other skins you could also look at. So anyway, are you a fan of design? Like I said, do you keep getting beaten up? Is this for you? Well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, SMN. Okay, Noir X-Ray Hoodie and Pants. So this is produced by Mr. GBG and Kit. Get a good look at this. So you got the cool looking design with the skull here, and then you got the likes of I don't know what that is. Is that a compass? Is that just a symbol? What's the symbol mean? What's going on? I don't know. So it's called Noir X-Ray, but I'm not really seeing an X-ray. And if you were to look at this, you might notice it wasn't night time when I was showing you the back there. It quite literally is black on one side, white on one side. Interesting take. Bit strange, but hey, it's different. No one's really done that before, so it stands out quite nicely, I guess. So you got yourself a nice budget whiteout set, if only if you stand it from the front. So if you just walk backwards everywhere, maybe nobody would notice you. Maybe. Cool. I'm being silly, but at the end of the day, it is something completely different compared to what most people put out. So if you're a fan of that, oh, hang on a minute. So when you pair it up with the tier 3, which was submitted not too long ago, it does kind of blend in very nicely. So the tier 3, the chest plate's like the actual X-ray bit, and okay, it's the armor that kind of does the. All right, cool. No, it makes a lot more sense now. It does make a lot more sense. He's got such a smile. Okay, cool. So, at least we are aware of that now. I didn't initially understand it, but now I get it. I see it now. I understand. I can see clearly now. Cool. So that, if you're a fan, please consider voting yes or no. And we might have a problem now. Refresh. It broke for no reason whatsoever. Cool. Thanks a lot, Steam. You're doing great. Steam is working wonderfully recently. You probably might have noticed. Anyway, so what do we have here? We have the Flashbacks Hoodie and Pants. This is a continuation of the Flashbacks right helmet. Now, that was accepted at some point in 2023. I can't fully remember. Late April 2023. Apparently, I have a lot of them. So, we don't really have that many right helmets, but this is literally the only skin from this collection. So, as we can take a look over to here, it's like selling for just barely $1. Yep, that seems to be the case. Cool. Now, I'll be honest with you, I think this would spike in price if we were to see the hoodie and pants. Might not be insane, but I now want to kind of spend a little bit more time talking about the hoodie and pants. So, you might kind of notice it instantly, but you got yourself a pretty cool looking green clothing pair here. Nice bit of good green camouflage, if you will. So let me just kind of point this out to all of you. Face Punch don't really ever accept green clothing and armor. It's very rare. Now, if you go see the state of the likes of the Forest Raider set at the moment, I think a lot of people will be very, 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 very happy if we got another budget alternative for the Forest Raider set, because that right there is selling for over $230. Some of these skins have reached new all-time high prices and still are doing that. They're very close. They could do it again. Kilt's the one that I'm talking about there mainly. But anyway, it's all very expensive, but it's very effective as camouflage in the grassy field areas. So when I look at the likes of this over here, I'm seeing the exact same thing. But there was a bit of a problem. See, as you look over to here, the symbol's fine and whatnot. The card, that's fine. The symbol there, that's cool. But Sergeant and US Army, there's a problem there. Face Punch is fairly picky with having writing on hoodie and pants and clothing and whatnot. It's not something they kind of approve of. You might notice that we don't really get much accepted with the likes of that. So I actually stepped in. I was prompted by my chat yesterday when we were on stream, and I actually hopped in and commented to say, yeah, you probably want to go ahead and make an alternative version. You're perfectly allowed to do so, in which you don't have Sergeant in US Army. And Algorithm literally just did that. So we have 2 versions now, one with and one without. Did I click the... Oh, no, it's the pants. The pants. Which one am I looking for? There you go. Okay, there we are. Perfect. Sorry, I got a little bit lost there for a second. Yeah, we do have a second version without. So I think that's more okay now, and I think if that were to be accepted, it'll probably sell a lot because a lot of people are desperate for a much more affordable budget alternative for grassy green camouflage. Forest Raiders is far too expensive. Now, you might also just quickly point out, but didn't we get Reptile Hunter? Reptile Hunter's good for like darker spots and whatnot, like in the forest and whatnot, but it still stands out very much so in the likes of like a typical field. Very dark green. But that's still holding up very nicely, so props to that. Good job there. Well done. But yeah, the likes of this, very optimistic. I feel like that would have a very, very good time if it were to be accepted. So yeah, if you're a fan of that, please consider voting yes or no. And in regards to the right helmet once more, yeah, that would go up in price a fair bit. I don't know how far it'll go, but it's quite literally the only skin that we have that is part of that set. So, well, it's only $1. Couldn't hurt to buy 1 or 2, could it? Maybe 100,000. We shall see. But it has to be accepted. So, Face Punch is very, very picky with green stuff. Let's see what happens next. Alright then. So, Birch Bark Tier 2. And then we have a collection continuation. Let's roll in. So, Birch Bark Tier 2. This is all we have. Okay. Right. So, it's Tier 2 made out of birch. Birch tree wood. Cool. And you even got like names carved in. That's cute. So, yeah. That's it. That's what I have to show to you. I'm sorry. There's not much else. So this is produced by Mr. Decap. If you like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. And best of luck to you, Mr. Decap. Next up, we have version 2 for Damascus. And now we need to discuss Damascus. Because when this first came out, Tier 3, sold reasonably, wasn't super crazy. Metallic design set, that's cool, that's fine. Awesome. But on the workshop, like literally the next week, we saw the likes of multi-name. Sorry, I've forgotten your name. Multi-R had Boris and Damden immediately put out the hoodie and pants on the workshop as fast as they could, and that was accepted literally the very next Rust store. So these 2 skins went up to about like $3 to $5. I think this was pushing up to $6. Very nice, very cool. And then we saw the Tier 2 submission and the boots and the gloves, and we're very optimistic, and we thought, oh, surely that's going to get accepted. Everything's going to work out very nicely. Nope, didn't happen. No Tier 2. So that kind of sucked. And, well, unfortunately, these went down in price because metallic designs don't seem to hold up very well anymore in regards to Rust. So, as an investment, didn't work out very nicely. However, if we do still see the likes of this version 2 Tier 2 appear, could we expect the likes of this to spike in price? Yes. However, quite recently, we did see the likes of the Hardsuit collection just about get finished with its Tier 2. That took like 7 attempts. And I'm not joking. Mr. Shedmon just kept trying. Version 3, version 4, version 5 of his Tier 2 armour. It got there in the end. I'm not sure if Multi-R Hat and Mr. Damden are going to do the same. But regardless, if a new core piece is accepted, the other core pieces that already exist will spike in price. And yeah, we'd have a full, metallic design there. It would be nice, but I don't think it'll hold afterwards anyway. So that is an optimistic thing to look forward to. I can't guarantee it's definitely going to happen. Face Punch always decides. So, regardless, if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you two. We'll see what happens next. Right. Then we have the Tier 3 armors. And that'll be it. That'll be everything. Okay, so what do we have here? Old armor, metal chest plate. Get a good look at this. Very nice. Very cool. We also have the face mask. Where's the face mask? What? Hang on a minute. Where's the face mask? I didn't have the face mask. That was odd. I didn't have it. Strange. Right, yes, we have the old armor, Tier 3. Tier 3 old armor. Do you like what you see here? Are you a fan? Well, please consider voting yes or no. And best of luck to you, Chris. Let's see what happens to the likes of that. Maybe we get some nice old style armor pieces. Next up, here we have Jenna Croco with his black mask, Tier 3. Now, there's a bit of a problem. We just literally had Legacy Kevlar. I don't know or think Face Punch are going to be super eager to accept another full black set. I'm just saying. So, Jenna Croco, I wouldn't continue the Black Mass set. Wait and see how Face Punch responds. If it doesn't get accepted, I'd just just move on, But I wouldn't immediately start making more skins. Pad it out, do something else differently next week, and if you kind of lose confidence with it, yeah, do something different, because I don't think Face Punch are eager to accept another full black collection this quickly. So I'm just saying what I consider. So anyway, cool looking design regardless, and if you're a fan of that, if you want to get a much up closer look right there, oh, it's scary. Please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Jenna Croco. Oh, and we've got the chest plate there. Cool. And then what do we have here? Made by Shaq and Radost Tavoya. Let's say that again. Radost Tavoya. Sorry about that. I'm not very good with names half the time, sorry. Feel free to tell me how to pronounce it if you want. So, here we have the Titanium Protection Metal Face Mask. It's definitely not looking like it's made out of iron. No. It's definitely not looking like it's made out of iron. No. It's just a man wearing a suit, which kind of looks like it's made out of iron. Anyway, it's titanium protection. Ah, there you go. It's titanium. Titanium man, I guess you could say. Yes, cool, nice. So if you like what you see here, we do have a glow-in-the-dark chest plate. Now, it's not just the glow-in-the-dark chest plate. There is a non-glow version as well. But you got to know if he's like turned on, right? Yeah, moving on. So, if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you too. And yeah, maybe Titanium Man could be in a rust store near you. Right, cool. So with that was everything. That was the last of the clothing and armour. If you happen to think, I think one of those skins stood out very nicely, I think that's going to work out very well, feel free to comment. Say which one was your favourite. Say which one you reckon is going to be potentially appearing in a rust store near, rust store that's about to appear soon. I'm all over the place. I've been talking non-stop for an hour and a half. Please understand. Please understand. And I have no idea what happened earlier when the thing just all went white and some of my things errored. No clue. Steam is in a very weird spot at the moment. It's awkward, so my apologies about that. If you had a bit of a shock flashbang moment there, that was totally out of my control. So, Valentine's skins, what's up? I don't know what happened. I was under the impression that they were probably going to appear on Saturday. Didn't happen. I was like, okay, maybe they're going to appear on Monday. Didn't happen. Are they going to appear tomorrow? Who knows? Maybe they appear tomorrow, a small batch of them, and then we have another proper rust store this Thursday, and the Valentine skins will persist. So basically, they'll appear tomorrow, and they'll roll with the rust store rotation on Thursday, and the Valentine skins would be around for 8 days. Now, who knows? Maybe the next rust store is going to be Valentine's skins. It's a day later after Valentine's. Is that still okay? Who knows? But a lot of people did submit Valentine skins, and they're going to be very upset if we don't see Valentine skins. So we don't fully know. It's either tomorrow, or it's quite literally going to be the next rust store, or it might be a hybrid rust store with Valentine skins and normal skins. Who knows? It's a bit all over the place. Don't fully know. They're a bit awkward. Welcome to life. It's never fully clear, is it? But at the very least, do take a look at this recent top picks list, because like I said, looking at who's competing with who, I'm pretty optimistic for certain skins. Let's put it that way. Optimism is nice, but it's nothing is a guarantee. Nothing is a guarantee. But this batch of skins right here is pretty small. And if the skins for the next roster were only to consist of these skins, well, again, I'm optimistic for a certain batch of them. And so that's pretty much everything. Thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Now, don't forget, do consider going over to likes on my Twitter. So if you look in the description of this video once more, you'll see all of my socials. And just to keep you all informed, every single week when all those new skins are being announced on Twitter, I will retweet every single one of them. So if you want to be fully up to date based on Twitter and whatnot, feel free to go take a look at my Twitter. Follow me on there if you'd like. And every now and then I'll retweet important information and whatnot that gets mentioned. So yeah. Cool. Right, so yeah, that's it. That's everything. So once again, thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Have a lovely week. We shall see what the next rust store is. But where's my pink stuff? I want my pink pixels. I look prettier in pink.